Oh man. So sometimes building a house is not always fun. And this last couple of weeks has kind of I'm exhausted. I this morning I just had to get myself out of bed and make myself come over here because it's the last thing I want to do right now. Like, I'm tired of working in the cold. I'm tired of doing plumbing. I'm exhausted. And anyway, so we did all the drains for plumbing. And then I thought we were done with that part, super excited. And then the plumber stopped by and there was a couple things that we hadn't understood how to do exactly. So now we have to cut those out and redo them. Which sucks because it's even harder once the plumbing is in place to try to cut something out and put something back in place because you don't have a lot of wiggle room. And then a couple weeks ago, I found out that when my lease is up on my rental, the end of April, that I have to be out because they have other plans for the place. And so anyway, so now the pressure is on because I have to have a place to live. And I have till the end of April to get at least the main floor of this house livable and get all my stuff moved. And that's not a lot of time. So we were planning on getting the plumbing and the electrical done and be ready for inspection by next Monday. But it's not looking like that's going to happen because now we have to redo some of the plumbing and we still have a bunch of wiring to do. And then we have to fur out the ceiling in the attic space so we can get insulation up there. Have a couple fireplaces we need to try and get into place. There's just a lot to do, and I'm exhausted and overwhelmed, and I really don't want to be here. But that being said, I know, like, in the long run, it'll be worth it when it's done. And I also know that sometimes we have to do things that we really don't feel like doing, so that way we can get the results that we want. So anyway, hopefully that'll be an encouragement to somebody, because sometimes it sucks, and sometimes you do not want to get out of bed. You don't want to go work on plumbing. You don't want to go do something in the cold. It sucks. But I know that once my house is done, it will be worth it. All the hard work will pay off, and it'll be worth it. Today it sucks. I don't want to be here. Anyway, I guess that's not maybe the most encouraging update, but still a lot to do. Hoping to get insulation done in the next couple of weeks, and then my cousin who I hired to do the insulation, he's going to hang my sheetrock, and so he can do those back to back, and thankfully he's being very flexible about everything. So anyway, once we get to that point, there'll be a light at the end of the tunnel. But right now we're just trying to get the plumbing and the electrical done, and I think sometimes we just have to do things we don't feel like doing, we don't want to do, because it'll be worth it when it's done, and quitting is not really an option. So